Hello everyone and welcome to a very quick how-to video, how to make a habitat for the African buffalo here on Planet Zoo. So the first thing you want to do is go into your animal trading link and go ahead and purchase or adopt, as they say. Uh, and we will go ahead and, oh, not yet, not yet. Okay, so we purchased that African buffalo. So I like to build pretty much everything with the basic starting red brick. And we'll just go ahead. One thing you might want to do is find out exactly how much space they need to start with. But I tend to just kind of play it by ear. So we'll go with um, this is basically, oops. All right, we'll get this set up here. And now we need to put in the habitat gate, which I'll put over there. And I know we're going to want viewing area and all of that eventually, but I like to get the animal in and then pause. So we want to bring the African buffalo in. In the meantime, while we wait for them to bring the animal here, we can go to habitat and go to filter and go to species and select. So again, that's habitat and then species, and you select the specific one that you want. So I have been playing this franchise for a little while, so I have a lot of this stuff unlocked. You might need to take a look and see. So first thing first, I want to make sure that they have a food trough. I don't know why it doesn't let me put it that close, but we'll put it there. And then everybody, we need to make sure they have water. So I'm not super worried about the other stuff right now. What we're going to do once the animal is in the enclosure, though, is hit the pause button rather, down here in the corner. Now, this animal is immediately showing that it doesn't have everything it needs. So, if we look here, they want a little bit of swimming area, but 20 is not that much. And if you look, we have navigable land area is already double what we need. So that just little guesstimation was fine. So the first thing we need to do is satisfy the water amount. So we have to go to terrain editing. And one thing we want to be cautious about is not going too deep. It's tempting to just make a big old deep area here, but we don't really, that actually probably already went a little deeper than we needed. So then we'll put in calm water. We'll go like that, and we'll have to check this. We're okay on sand and rock. They want a little bit more soil. So, nope. Yep. Light soil makes sense around the water, right? That seems good. And then a little bit more short grass, a little bit less long grass. So that makes sense that we can adapt this, maybe this side over here. All right, so if this is your first time, if this is one of the first animals that you're getting, I might be going a little fast, so just pause it if you're not sure what I'm doing. Now you might be saying, why didn't this change? Well, it's because we're still paused. This changes when you're paused. This does not. I don't know why. So we do this real quick. And I say real quick because if there are other needs that are not met, we don't want the animal running around and being upset. So we go like this, boom. It should calculate here in a second. Boom. You see how it calculated? Now it has 97. of a needed 20. So this is plenty of swim area. So the animal now is only up to 61% because of enrichment. So we need to find out what toys this animal wants. So that's where we go back to habitat. We make sure, double check your filters every time. Double check your filters because you might have gone and worked on another animal, something like that. So we come in here. We need to meet food and toy enrichment, which you can also check up here. So we can find something like this ball feeder. Maybe we put that over here because maybe we'll bring the path up around eventually. So we'll put the ball feeder maybe there. And here's another grazing feeder, maybe in that corner. So we want to double check here. Yeah, so this animal's not going to be happy unless we get more adults, which there weren't any male water buffalo here for free. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I actually already have some. I mean, I keep saying water buffalo. I mean African buffalo. I'm not going to buy another one to satisfy that need. But let's go ahead and see what. Okay, so that brought enrichment up to 50%. So this satisfies food. Now we need toy enrichment. So if you're having trouble, now we can see that there's some things down here that they'll like, but if you're having trouble deciding, what is it that they will help with that, you can go to, I think, is it in here? Maybe not. I thought there was, but maybe not. So you can look and see if it's a food thing, it'll say feeder on it. So we'll give them this thing to knock over and maybe this thing to rub their back on. Oh my, that's 100. So they really like that thing. All right, so now when I click play, this should go way up. Okay, so now our welfare is 91%. The only thing that is keeping the welfare from being top is because there's only one of them here, and they would prefer to have more. Now, one thing, people would probably tell you should make sure you go to the Zoopedia and read up on every animal, but I find that all the information you need really is right here, and you can get all the greens you need just by following these steps that I showed you. So if we want now, we can click play, and I'll bump this back down to life. Oh, of course it's raining. They didn't know we were filming today. But this, try to get turned away as soon as I zoomed in for a picture, huh? I see how it is. But you can, you can watch them go into the water that you created for them. They don't do a ton of swimming, I don't think. It's just, it cools them off. It helps them relax. Now, one important thing, we may not keep this here, but you do need to have a filter that somehow touches the water that you put in, or eventually the water will get muddy or murky. So it'll take a few days before you'll see it. Oh, that was cool. I don't know if I've seen that animation. It'll take a little while before you see it, but just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind as you build the habitat for these African buffaloes. So now snow has arrived. Perfect. Well, if you have any questions about this very simple habitat, let me know. The idea here is not to be wild and crazy. As you can see, they're used to living outdoors, so the temperature is not good here. So this animal is going to start to complain. So we can put a heater in and that will help melt some of the snow and improve the welfare. But I don't want to get too much more involved. You could build a little shelter for them. You probably should build a little shelter for them, and that will help welfare as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show the basic structure, how to meet those basic needs right when you start off. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, including Planet Zoo, and I'd love it if you dropped a subscription on the channel and came back for more. Bye for now.